Three Little Pigs with a Twist. Once upon a time, deep in the woods, there were three little pigs who lived with their mother. But this was no ordinary family. You see, their father had left them when the eldest was just a piglet, and he'd left them with a very big secret. Each of them had a special talent, but they didn't know what it was or how to find it. One day, their mother called them over. "My dears," she said, "it's time you knew the truth. Your father wasn't just an ordinary pig. He was a brilliant inventor, a gifted musician, and an extraordinary artist. And each of you have inherited his gifts." With that, she handed them 3 boxes. "Open them when you find your calling," she said. So the 3 pigs went off into the world. The eldest was very practical. She looked for a nice house to live in, a cozy house with a fireplace and a picket fence. But every time she thought about opening her box, she felt a little scared. What if her gift wasn't as good as her brother's? Now, the middle pig, he was a dreamer. He wanted to travel the world, see all the amazing things it had to offer, and experience everything. But every time he thought about opening his box, he felt a little lost. Which talent would be most useful on his adventures? As for the youngest, well, he was a worrier. All he could think about was how dangerous the world was. There were wolves and bears and foxes, not to mention humans with their big appetites. So the question of which talent to use was the least of his worries. Meanwhile, the eldest pig had finally found the perfect house, but it was in terrible need of repair. So she opened her box, and inside was a blueprint for building a house. Perfect. Using her talent for invention, she built herself a beautiful new house. Then she sat down on the porch to admire her work when suddenly a wolf appeared and started howling at the moon. Startled, the pig ran inside. That's when she noticed something strange. The wolf's howl didn't sound scary at all. It sounded like a song. And as she listened more closely, she realized that it was an incredibly beautiful melody. Filled with wonder, the pig hurried to get her violin and joined the wolf in its song. Together, they made music until the sun came up. And from that day on, the pig and the wolf became the best of friends. The middle pig had been traveling the world for many years, but he'd seen enough. He wanted to settle down. So he opened his box, and inside was a paintbrush. With a mix of sadness and relief, he started painting pictures of all the wonderful things he'd seen on his travels. Soon, people from all over came to see his art, and he became very famous. As for the youngest, he'd spent so much time worrying that he hadn't considered what kind of talent he might have. And by the time he opened his box, he was too scared to look inside. But a little bird, seeing how upset he was, flew down and asked him why. "I'm afraid to find out what I can do," the pig admitted, and the little bird said, "That's silly. Why don't you just draw a picture of me?" And as the pig was drawing, he realized that he liked it. He liked it a lot. It was fun to capture the bird's bright colors and delicate features on paper. And from that moment on, he traveled around the world, making friends with all the animals and painting their portraits. Now, no matter what challenges you face or how difficult things may seem, remember, there's always something to be grateful for, something to look forward to, and most importantly, you have something special to offer the world. That's all for our bedtime story today. I hope you enjoyed the story, and I hope it will make you smile. Remember, no matter what challenges you face, you have something special to offer the world. Have a great week. Bye-bye.